Hi, Nancy Hetrick here with Smarter Divorce Solutions. Did you know there are 5 different ways that you could choose to get a divorce? A lot of people don't realize that. I think most people know there are a few. Like you probably know you could try to do it yourself, and you certainly know you can get lawyers. But what about all the stuff in between? And that's where, frankly, I think the real power of a positive divorce lies is in the areas in between. But let's talk about it. 5 ways you can get a divorce. And I'm going to give them to you from the 2 sides of the spectrum, where this side, you have the most control, you keep all the decision making in your own hands. And this side is when you kind of give up all the control and a judge makes decisions for you. And I will tell you right now, we have a bias here that we don't like this option. Not usually a very good option for pretty much anybody. So that being said, first option is what we call the do-it-yourself divorce. Most states make it fairly easy to go on to your superior court website and download forms, fill them out, send them into the courts, and walk through the process to get a divorce on your own. Now, while they do make it easy to do that, there are significant limitations. They're template forms, so they don't really allow any room for creativity or options. They also require a high level of emotional capital on the part of the couple, right? You guys have to work together and get this all figured out, and everybody has to be cooperating. And you're not lawyers, so unfortunately, you don't really know what needs to be done to protect yourself. That was actually the story in my own divorce. I did a do-it-yourself divorce, and it burnt me so bad, I ended up with $50,000 in attorney's fees and a destroyed credit rating when my ex-husband let his properties go into foreclosure. That's a story for another day. Second option is what we kind of think of as an internet divorce. You might have heard of like the divorce store, divorcestore.com. Essentially, these sites take you through a TurboTax style questionnaire and spit out your divorce documents. So it's not that different from the do-it-yourself divorce, except that those sites often do have an option where you can pay a fee and have a 1-hour consultation with an attorney. So there's a little bit higher level of service there. Same drawbacks, though. You still have to be very cooperative as a couple. And you can't have a lot of complexity in your case because it's pretty much a template kind of driven situation. But if you've got a real simple situation where you don't own a home, you don't have kids, you haven't been married that long, those 2 options can be perfectly appropriate for you in your situation. The next option would be mediation. And mediation is where you meet with a third-party neutral individual, sometimes a lawyer, sometimes not a lawyer. I'm a mediator and I am not an attorney. And the mediator is trained in all of the aspects of divorce, and they walk you through a series of meetings to help you really come up with your own settlement agreements. The drawback with mediation can be not getting enough education and information. Most mediators are either attorneys or have a therapist background, but they're not typically trained in finance. So at Smarter Divorce Solutions, our experts are all certified divorce financial analysts. So you get the financial expertise and experience in concert with your mediator. And so that can be a very important factor. Okay. The next level up from mediation is collaborative divorce. Now, collaborative divorce is a very formal process governed by the International Association of Collaborative Practice, which was actually formed almost 30 years ago, where each party has a collaboratively trained attorney. There's typically a neutral financial expert like myself, and then a neutral communication coach, or potentially a communication coach for each party. The team can look a little differently in different cases, and we typically construct the team based on the specific needs of a couple. Now, don't get this wrong. The term collaborative divorce does not refer to you and your spouse. It refers to the team. The team of professionals collaborates to assist the 2 of you to reach mutually agreed to out of court settlement solutions. So keep you out of court, away from trial, and we all work together to help you come to those settlement solutions. I would say it's the most comprehensive, thorough, and client-centric process. I do a lot of collaborative divorce, and I really love it. It has the opportunity to be really transformational for the entire family. And then, of course, on the other side of that is the final option, which is he gets an attorney, she gets an attorney. They send settlement agreements back and forth. They do discovery, get all the documents, try to reach a settlement. They might schedule an all-day mediation, but that kind of mediation is very different. It's not, you're not all in a room together trying to work things out. Typically, the wife is in one room with her attorney, husband's in another room with his attorney, and the mediator bounces back and forth between the couples. And the mediator is typically just another attorney or a retired judge. So those are kinds of the spectrum of options that you can have available to you. If you need more information like this on your divorce, hit that subscribe button below, like, comment, let me know if this information was helpful. And we hope to see you on our channel where you're going to get more information on all things divorce, what you need to know now to avoid those divorce disasters.